Second trial. It's Monday, the 20th January, and I'm looking fucked up, and I am fucked up, and I'm looking ill, and I am ill. What happens yesterday? I closed that holes in the kitchen, and the whole day I said it was a good day. There was no poison, but exactly in the moment I tried to close the holes, came in poison, but not from the side of the holes, from left side there where I baked the poulet. I could even feel from which side, smell it. There came poison, and that poison is so strong. It's not what comes out of the car. It's a light poison. When you have colors light, white or white, high level, and it is, but it kills you. I could still breathe. It was not so much. I did not breathe in so much. I just suffered to be to open the all windows. I did open the windows, but I worked further. I had to work further, so I could not. I did breathe it in. I finished my work. I did eat, but it was hard and harder. It started giving pain here, pressure here. But I did eat, and I stayed alive, and I went to bed, and then because it was so cold, I closed the windows and I just slept. And I could not awake, and at 12 awakes me a phone call from a lady with a Russian accent. Could be someone who's from the Ukraine or from Russia. And she said she's from Microsoft, and she said she's from the security system, and she asked after my computers. Then I said, lady, I don't have any computer since many years, at least none which goes in the internet. And the one which was only a typewriter machine got stolen in Rome. So, and lady, whatever you say is wrong. I have no computer. You can control that with the police if you want. But I go, because you talk in a tone I don't like you want to kill me. I go and to the police. And I went not to the police, but to the tel search, and I melded. I signed in, and I showed their number, and they came the respond of them, and they said it's a call center number. And so I'm right. It's not from Microsoft, because this call is not from Microsoft. It can be a Russian or Ukrainian ex-prostitute, which is now in Switzerland, landed in Switzerland, and they, from the job centers, they get first, the job is always the call centers. Yeah. And now they come against me again. Maybe they wonder why I have my number still. 3186612 is my number, and I fight it back to this number. Even the police want I give up this number. I don't give up, because all my Facebook, all my accounts are connected with that number. Otherwise I never can claim my accounts back. I don't give my number to any prostitute or any other lady. Even they think we are the star, we are more beautiful, we are more better than you. I don't give it to you. I live like the queen. This is my life. I live it. Shall it be long or short, whatever, I live my life, and I don't give my life to anyone else. Clear so far? I helped people. I help maybe too much and in the wrong way, or what. I must help myself get rich, and then I can donate. When I myself get donation, which is the case now, I get donated, would call this donated, from my ex-husband. He has a new life, a new woman, a new love, and he still pays for my flat, me, and that is donation. He donates me. So as long as I get donation, I cannot give donation, because that would be wrong. Then I must say he is the donator. Understand that? I must go on my voice, on my own feet, and help myself, and only then I can be the donator. So this was first point. The second point, I'm still feeling like my body is a stone, so it's not only painful, but then I fall asleep. But it's now like I feel so lazy. My body is like, I don't want to move. But are you asking from me? I am a stone. I'm only stone. I'm not stoned from drugs. My body just feels like material, stone, like a stone which is not living, which doesn't want to move. That's the thing. And even if I look fucked up and ugly, I have no hair, and that is still better than the hair when I had no more hair. That was the most scary moment in my life, was when I saw my hair is no more growing. I have no more hair. That was the most scary thing in my life. I never want that again. And they did that to shock me and to torture me and to punish me, because I had at that time when they did take my hair, maybe with laser, they said she has cancer, but at that time I had no more cancer. The cancer was taken out from the doctors, so it was just torturing, making me down, stealing my life, and murder. And that even I've looked so fucked up that the hair looks so good. I like this hairstyle so much. I like it. I like the punks used to have it. I like the hair color and the hair. And this is like a sign from God. Don't give up, Karin. Don't give up, not yet. Time is not yet to die. My hair is so strong as I am weak. It's like all my strongness is in there, because this is standing without hair gel or hair spray. But I will have to buy a hairspray to make the curly hair again, because like this I cannot walk around, so I make the curly hair again. I must make curly, that it's now going down, you see, it's just standing, but I love it. At least my hair is standing. Nothing else in me is standing now. I'm just weak. Point 3. There are 3 points today. Point 3. My parents were calling on Sunday yesterday, and my mother must have dialed the number and not seen that I already took the phone. And then I could hear my daddy say to her, they talked, and my daddy said, "What shall I do? I'm scared so much." And the mother said, "But what did you do?" And he said, "I just ring the bell once." And then he went. Now I know that he was the one who rang the bell, not someone else, only one time. And he said, "I'm scared." And maybe the police could take that when he says, "I'm scared," the police think, "Oh, she's the villain, not he," but it's not true. He only scares me because I overlived his poison on Christmas. That's what I also said. I said, "What shall I do?" And then the mother talked to me, and then I said I could hear what daddy said. And I recommend that you just leave me in peace, because if he fears me, then don't come here. He comes here when he fears me. He only fears me because I overlived his poison. He tried to poison me on my birthday. They did not say no. They did not say yes. They did say nothing. I said, "Yeah, you tried to poison me." Now he comes. The wine was also from them, because while we were talking, it's a long talk, why I was in Rome, blah, blah, they didn't see me home. Then I could hear my mother tell to daddy when I don't know why, she must have think I didn't hear it. She could not have drinking the wine, otherwise she would not be so clear in her head. She's now very clear. We can't do anything now. So this is like the Geständnis that they want to do anything now. They can't do it now because I'm clear in my head. So they wait till I'm drunken or with drugs, what I said, and they want to to kill me or to bring me in hospital for insane. And when I'm clear, it's not possible. And I asked them also direct, and asked, "Did you send the Zebra 2 times? I filmed it. The Zebra was here. When I opened the windows, the Zebra is here. That's the place from the government where you bring the trash. When I die, this flat, all the furnitures which smell, which are waste, all the ugly things, all the smelling dead things, get there, the trash company where you bring the trash. That's the Zeba. They showed me. I'm happy that they showed it. They have a LKW car and a lift like the fire. They can go in the rooms in the flats and just take out all the furniture. So they can clear room. They can steal all. Thieves will take one thing. But if you come home from a trip home or when you are in hospital and the flat will be empty or already sold to someone else, that was a criminal act. That is criminal. And that they did not say no or yes. They must. So I'm right. My parents called already the Zeba. They wanted to kill me. They wanted to bring me out of the flat, and they made a Geständnis that they called and they were here in front. They saw the pink on my door. They said we were here. Daddy was here, and we saw that on the door is something pink, and why, and blah blah and blah blah and blah blah. Theater. And then the fact that when I was ill, before I went to Rome, I was ill and I could not move the right arm, and I wanted to go to the hospital. I wanted to go to the nearest hospital. Of course, when you are so ill that I thought it's something with my heart and I need to go quick to the hospital, then you take the next. But the next hospital is exactly in the town my parents live, and this is dangerous for me. And now I have their Geständnis, I have the approval, because they said yes. We called all the hospitals, we wanted to see you there. But I called only, not the parents, my sister, to ask if I go to the hospital, would you please take the dogs? But she didn't take the phone. I talked on the telephone where they take the phones. You can speak, the telephone recorder. And she did not call back. She did not help. Nothing. So, and it must be from God, good, because it was good, that fairy tale that I could move the arm. Then I didn't say, it was like a sign, don't go to this hospital in the town from your husband, from your parents. But it's the only one in the Canton Zug now. The other they closed all others. And then I went to Rome, And my parents said, she was, when my sister called my mother, not for Christmas, I went to Rome, is for Sylvester. Yeah, so before Sylvester, for Christmas I was here. Before Sylvester, this happens to this arm. I called the sister. This happens then. I must correct the date. It was not for Christmas, it was for Sylvester. So, and then she subito called all the hospitals in Switzerland. You must see how many that are. My mother started with exactly that in Bar, and she called Toulouse, and she called all the hospitals in the Switzerland. And then she came to the idea to call my husband. And then she said, and my husband said, oh, she would not go in a hospital in Switzerland. She would go in a hospital abroad because she fears she would kill her when she is in the hospital. And this is my advice to the governments. We should make a new law that when you go in the hospital, you get asked date of birth, date this, and you can make a card which blood group you have, for they can help you quickly. Your address, your date of birth, your blood group, and all they need. And I make the advice that you can also write on that help card when you are conscienceless and they found you on that help card standing, these persons are not, you should not allow to visit me in the hospital, and then you can say the names, and that you can say, is your family allowed to visit you, yes or no? Is your husband allowed to visit you, yes or no? Are your parents allowed to visit you, yes or no? Are your children allowed to visit you, yes or no? Which persons, yes or no? And you can make that card, because when you are already bleeding, and the first aid is needed. You have not the time for all these questions, but you can make a card. They find that card and they just can give it to the person at the reception, and then they know this. And this I would really recommend, because what happens to me happens not only to me. This must have happened to a lot of persons that are also in other families, murderers. And I know now why, when you go in a hospital for insane, why they take you handy and they separate you from your family first for a long time, 6 weeks or 3 months. Because also in other families are murderers, and they don't sometimes not know who is the murderer, who is the good, who is the bad, and the people need to recover and get calm and peace, and that's why they separate them from the family. Now I know why. But it can also be the other side. If of course these people are the murderers, then it's bad when the family cannot help you and not visit you. But it's depending on from which situation you see it. I recommend that the people in the hospital for insane must be all the time allowed to make calls. To make calls to doctors, to make calls to lawyers, to make call to family when they want. But the other side must not all the time be allowed, but they shall tell them, this and this person called you. This information they need to get. Then they can decide if they call back or not. That I recommend. So, yeah, I look back up, but I now after so many coffees, after so many hours, it needed from 12 till now to just feel healthy and strong enough to stand up, get painted and get dressed and go to the post office and get my things. And yes, to the film I uploaded, there have been time when I just stayed in the jogging dress day and night. So if someone comes at the door, you are already at least in the jogging dress, not naked. That is a trick. But it's not, as soon as you are healthy enough, you will change from itself, because the jogging dress is too warm for the bed, and the bed clothes like this are better. This is better in the bed. And as soon as you're healthy enough, you from itself will get dressed. From itself. So it is, yes, a sign that there is stress, lack of energy there to people who are staying in the jogging dress the whole day. That's what the doctor said. The doctor said once to me, people who are dressed the whole day in the jogging dress will never become famous, never be actors, never be something. And I say, yes, they can when they get healthy. But first they must get enough energy and get healthy, because no one is just lazy because he wants to be lazy. It is a lack of energy, maybe a lack of money. A result is a lack of good food, good healthy food, a lack of vitamins, a lack of energy. It's the result before you get really ill. So I need to go up, get some energy, get some good food, fruits or vegetables. And when I have enough energy and I'm healthy enough, then I will be healthy enough to dress and more. And to the reason I say I will make what I wanted to do at Christmas still, my Christmas concert. I wanted them to do it at Sylvester concert, and I just do it still, Christmas concert for you. Not only for you, but with the trees. I think when I see Christmas trees at you, and you are also in your flat at Christmas tree. So the Christmas tree is still you. And thank you for the carriage which you showed. It's the nicest carriage I've ever seen. And if we want to make a video, I would like to make with you a video or a project or what you want, something with you. It was always my dream. I once loved you before you loved me. But it was not allowed to love you because I was married and I had children and a family. And I can now get divorced, and then I would be allowed to love you even if you are positive. When we love, we can also die for someone. We just say, yeah, we share life and death, for example. But it must then be the real love. But before real love, we can also just be friends. Or just partner and make a project. With that nice courage, I would like to look like a princess for you. We could make a theater or something, a musical, everything is possible. I wanted to do a carriage myself, but I'm not good in the woodworks in round shapes. So it was because of that not possible. And I had to do the carriage for the dogs. The dogs first, and me like the children first, and me like the family is first, and me, I'm always last. And to see this carriage was giving me so much hope. Like to see you in Zug, I wanted not to go to Rome. Maybe I should have done it. Run behind you and embrace and say, hey, do you really want to kill me? You can, if you want. But we could have, before you kill me, a good time, you know? Why not? Why not? Anyways, I was so happy when you saw you smile. When you smile, that's like the sun. That's like a sunshine. And it gives me always joy in my heart. I don't know why. Even if you know you want to kill me, even if I know you are gay and you love my husband, for example, and I was in the way, but I didn't know that my husband was gay, okay? If I would have known this, I would have not married him, of course. And I also did not know, I was first in my eyes. If you know him first, you must tell that. So I was first, and he wanted to marry me because he wanted children. Maybe I could say he abused, when he would be really gay, he abused me to get his children, you know that. Maybe that's why but he did not say, he did not make a contract, I pay you 100,000 for one child, then I with 4 children and I would have 400,000. That would already be this flat at that time. Then he could have paid me that flat, but he didn't decide that. That would have then be fair if he not loved me, if he's really gay, if he loved you, he have been your lover. You could have told me that at that time. And then I would say we make a contract, then he pays me 100,000 for every child because my body gets ugly and hurt. And yeah, I wanted to become a superstar, but I fall in love with him and he with me, and it was more than love, it was we needed each other. We had a strange Catholic family. I had parents which are really mad and crazy and wanted to kill me, and are also so religious man, you know, so my dad thinks he's the king of England or he's God, and my mother saw the devil under the bed in that house from children without parents. She grew up, they killed her mother. It's poison gas, and she and her sister grew up there, and she then killed her sister together with my dad, and they are killers and they are insane and they are dangerous people. And so I really wanted to get away to be saved from my family, my own family. But I should have gone to America and find there a farmer, what I usually wanted to do. That had been the better plan, to get away from my family than to find a farmer in Switzerland, because they came also to that farm, and with the whole wedding, when you make wedding and you invite the whole family, the devil is in again, you know. That was the mistake of me. But my husband also had a funny family. Also things happened there, also murder happened there, but it was his daddy who killed his brother because his brother was raping his mother. And also evil things happened there, and so he tried to escape from that, and I tried to escape from that. That's why we got together. It was not love, it was we needed each other to help each other. It was a survival love, something like that. But it's not, nevertheless, not strong enough. In the heart, it was strong. We are 4 years, you have been 4 years together, and we had every Sunday, on Friday, every Sunday 3 times sex. It's not like 7 times sex. It's not the highest and longest and best sex ever, but we had it, and it was good. When I came, it was good sex. Now I don't come. Now I have no sex. And I only can come when I love. So my body is like that. I can pretend sex, but to come, which I did with my husband, because I say that to all the people who say it was a fake marriage, it was a fake of 4 children from a fake love. I don't think so. I righted him even when he was tired. He was, and I could please me so. And he also did that. And he allowed me to masturbate and think about him when he had not the time to please me. And he had once a T-shirt, and on it said, "Do me now." And he must work when he's with the cows and get the milk and these things. And I was really hot. Then he had the T-shirt on, "Do me now, just do it yourself." It was really cool. I love my husband for this, because it was the nicest sex you ever can have. You can satisfy yourself, and he allowed it to me. There was no problem. It was great, and how great it is. I realize only now, how great this love was and how happy we have been, because I was allowed to let happen something to me and him, and he had the T-shirt, "Do me now." Great. I love my husband. This is for me a king, like a King Arthur. This is for me a good king, a great king. Like Prince King Charles is also a great king. And like the Queen of England, she was a great queen. I'm a fan of them. It's damage that she died, and now we have Prince Charles and Camilla are now great kings. My husband was a great king. So he's not the beautiful man, and I'm not the beautiful woman, but we did something for children, renovate a whole farm. My whole family was then helping, and they all pretending all is good, and that helped because then it was good. When they pretended it's all good, it was good. Also this family, and for these 4 years we were so happy before we get married. Then the snake of my sister came, "Not you," and she gave him a blue job on the wedding, during the food, and I could stop her, and maybe they did that after. But I said to myself, I don't let her destroy this. And also after that, we were married, and I didn't get divorced, and I said, I don't let her destroy my marriage. So, but your carriage, your beautiful face, for me, you are still the beautiful man on earth, even if your curly hair is now black. But but I don't desire you now. I desire more. Then when I made the song, Barbie, from Barbie Can, when I made my Barbie song at that time, then I did not yet know that I desire Ville Valo, or that I love him, or I did not even know who he is anymore. But he must have sent me Carlos Medina. He knew me. We know us before I got married even. He knew even my parents. And he must have sent me Carlos Medina, that bass guitar player, my biggest love, from Mexico, this one. It's all so difficult, but after I sang that song, I started to desire Ville Valo. But I had to stop me to desire, because I am not a star and I cannot afford it, and he has a wife, and it's a forbidden desire. I don't say it's love, but it was desire, and I just try to, it's like a fire, and you try to make that with that fire. You go now down, you go to ashes. I don't burn. I put water on it, and I do that with my hair and my desire for Ville Valo, because I don't let it become that flame that burns me down to death, because I was already burning for another man who was with me, which I loved with 14, which I loved before I met my husband, with 14 years in school. And when the marriage started to get down, then I was becoming zweifel. The word is when you think, did I marry the right man? Is all right? Why did I not marry him? And then you start thinking over the past, this is not good. You can read the Bible. You have to go further, not back. But then I went back, and then I started burning, and I burned Then when I go to hell and I burn and I needed help and I didn't come out, and then I was in the universe, in the black hole, and everything that happens. And because that happens already, I know this time no one will get me out. God said, if it's happening to you again, that it matters, then no one will help you, then you die. So I don't let me love Will Bevalu or Johnny Depp or someone else, even if I'm hot like this. And the breezer, I'm not desiring you anymore, unfortunately. There had been times, but this is, if you have been that man 20 years ago, now it's Will Bevalu, maybe Johnny Depp as Jack Sparrow. Who do I desire anyway? I don't know, it could come a new desire, but I try to look at me and desire myself. And then comes flames, I always make that psh, psh, psh. No masturbation now, it is lying to myself. They don't love me, don't listen to the devil. No, I'm strong now, I'm singing. Singing was helping me. I said, if music making helped them, it must also help me. That's what I do now. I will let me allow to desire when a man desires me, and when the desire comes from both sides, and when I can also have that love in real, with condoms. Then I can let me desire. Before I must rule. Before I must be over this hair, stronger than the hair, and rule my body, not rule the whole world. Not rule you, rule me. I must rule my body. Because I went through hell. And I came out with help. This time I will not come out. So I need all the crowns I can have. Then I glare at the crowns. And this crown must be stronger than my desire. Now we have no more a queen who drinks tea with us in our thoughts. I miss the queen, by the way. Because that's what she did, you know. Drinking tea with Pooh Bear. And this is helping. If you can, in your mind, and you don't know where to go with your mind, you always go to the person you desire or you would desire. Drinking tea with a person is calm can help. That's why I need all the crowns I can get. Because I cannot allow myself to desire someone I cannot have. It's easier than that. God said it in another way. He said, as soon as someone matters to you, you will die. And that's so cool that the breezer put her the courage, because in that moment I realized, wow, this courage is, I desire the same like him, or I find the courage so beautiful like him. So it's just a beauty I adore. I could give him crown. You are the most beautiful man on earth still, since 20 years or more. You still are this beautiful man, like Miss Universe. You are you are Mr. Universe for me, okay? Yeah, that fits. Yeah, that's the feeling I have for this breezer. He is the Mr. Universe for me. Because he did not do anything for it. He just got his beautiful face. Or maybe he did something for it, I don't know. You get the crown, beautiful man on earth, living man on earth. But I had not to fight. When I desired you 20 years ago, I fighted my desire. And then came that fire was with fire. All the fire came and they burned more. Because they made me desire them. They made something for that I desire them. So now it's said all for today, from today. Now it's said all. Now you know why I need crowns. Because I'm not the beautiful lady. It's just for me to remind me, hey, I have to control that fire in my body. I have to control my desire. And that's also why I saw that ballet people who lost everything in the fire. I'm begging them, don't show the dick so much. That can make desire, but it's not love. When old people like me look at ballet and they just see the dick, it's normal that we get hot, but I could today do this with me. I don't allow me these thoughts. I just look at the face and then I say, do I love this face? And I must say, no, it's not my love. I love me. I love me. I even didn't treat me, even didn't massage me, I did nothing. I don't allow it. But the electricity would be there, and you see it in the hair. So, I must make me beautiful now, the face, and do something for my beauty so my face will fit to the crown. That is my fight against desire the wrong persons. But if a person allow me to desire them and says, even if I no more desire you and no more love you, I will allow you to do me like my husband did, like my husband does, then I can dare to love a person. Then I must trust that it's the truth, not God. So now you know why this is answering all the questions for now. Goodbye.